welcome again to our course. This time we put together a collection of 26 dances from almost all regions of Romania, including Moldavia, Oltenia, Muntenia, of course from Moldavia, the northern part, Bucovina, then Dobroja, Transylvania, a big part of the dances, Banat, also dances from Banat, and of course some are Romanian dances. But Lia will present you the first dance, which is the Hora.
So we shall start with the Hora from Zorleni, the region of Moldavia. We said many times about Hora. Hora is the biggest dance family encountered in almost all regions of Romania. General characteristics are slower tempo, easier and simple steps. Therefore, in the traditional communities, this is a dance who opens the dance cycle and every traditional dance event. By its accessible character, it gives opportunity to everyone to participate in the traditional Sunday gatherings of the villages. Nevertheless, in this big dance family, there are also to be found quite difficult horas with syncopated stamping steps and complicated rhythm, especially in Muntenia area. Moldavian hora, as this one from the village of Zorleni in the Vaslui district of Moldavia, has a slower tempo and some of its steps are easier to be performed.
As in the traditional cycle of the dance, after Hora, what shall come? Of course, a Sârba. And Lia will tell you about this.
Sârba pe săltată is the next dance. This is from Huşi, also region of Moldavia. A third big category of traditional dances in Romania is Sârba. The common Sârba, encountered in almost all the regions of Romania, has a structure based on the repetition of a step displayed on three measures. Therefore, the dance is accessible. Sârbas are generally quite fast dances. Rarely one may find also slow Sârbas. Beside this kind of sârbas with the basic steps displayed on 3 measures, there are sârbas with many other kinds of steps developed on patterns with 8 or more measures. Such a sârba is the one described and presented here. The name is sârba pe săltate. Pe săltate. A sălta is a verb which means to jump up, and in this case the steps are done in a way which is between jumping and bouncing.
After 2 dances from Moldavia, we shall start a series of Oltenian dances. First in this series, it's a dance which has a peculiarity in the rhythm. But Lia will tell you exactly this peculiarity and also the name of the dance.
Rustemul. Rustemul de la Hunia. The etymological source of the name Rustemul is unknown. This dance could be found in the villages of Oltenia. In Muntenia and Dobrogea, there are dances similar to Rustemul, which are called bujacu or paidușca, respectively. The characteristic rhythm of these dances is the exact 5/8, but in some places it was transformed in 6/8.
Next Oltenian dance is Frunza. Frunza, it's a very common name for dance in Oltenia. But this one especially comes from Mehedinți, from a village which will be told by Lia.
Many dances from Oltenia and the western part of Muntenia bear the name of Frunza, which means leaf. They are generally easier and more accessible. It is of a Sârba type and has also a very common rhythm, 2/4. The word veche, because it's Frunza veche, the word veche means old. It could be possible that in this village, Gruia, on Sunday gatherings, there are also other dances which bear the name Frunza. But this is different from the other ones. It is Frunza veche.
We cross the river Olt now, and we shall reach a new region, that of Muntenia. From Muntenia, we really have another series of 2, 4, 5 dances. The first one will be one with also an exact rhythm of 7/16.
So, Vlăscencuța from Gostinu. Besides the families of Horas, Brâu, and Sârbas, which are the largest in the whole country, there is also a family of dances whose rhythmical and metrical aspect is exact meter. The term exact means asymmetrical, and in some traditional areas in Romania, those kind of rhythm are called limping rhythm. In Romania means șchiop. There are different kinds of dances with exact rhythm. The exact rhythm aspect encountered in all the folk zones of Romania are 9/16. Some dances such as șchioapa, hodoroaga, brătușca, cadâneasca, or other rhythm, 5/16, Rustemul, bugeacul, paidușca, or 7/16, brâul from Banat, Jampara, Slata, Jocul Caprei, and many purtatas and învârtitas in Transylvania. Another rhythm is 11/16, such as Dianca, Sălcioara, Păhărelul, or 12/16, such as Șobolanul. The meter 10/16 is to be found all over in Transylvania, such as purtate, feciorești, and învârtite. So the family of Aksak rhythm is quite a large one. Now the dance is Vlăscencuța de la Gostinu from Teleorman. This is in the Muntenian region.
Now also from Muntenia, a common Hora, which is practiced in the village of Mitrenl, in south of Muntenia.
As I told already, Hora is one of the large dance family in Romania. The same name bears also the Sunday gatherings in the villages. These gatherings are the opportunity for multiple social contacts and relations in the local community. The dance cycle, which has more times of dances, more or less complicated, opens always with a hora. Now, hora ploii. Ploie means rain.
now a dance also from Muntenia with a nice name of a nice small animal.
Ariciul, which means hedgehog. So such dances with the name of Ariciu are often encountered in the villages of Muntenia and Oltenia. It is may be suggested by the aspect of many crossing steps on a high speed of this dance. Although the dance and the music has a quick aspect, it is not difficult, and therefore it is present in most in the traditional cycle. So, Ariciu de la Peretu.
Next dance is also from Muntenia, from the northern part of Muntenia, and has a name reminding us, as many other dances from Muntenia and Oltenia, Balta. But this name, it's related because you shall hear now.
In Oltenia and Muntenia, one may find in the traditional cycle many dances with the name of Balta or Băltăreasca, originally being men dances. Recently, they became performed by everybody, and the women are dancing with more energy, such as in the village of Goicea. This variant of Balta presented here comes from a village where men dances are more present in the traditional repertoire. Here could be found very difficult dances with a lot of spurs, stamping steps, and syncopated rhythms. So, Bătrâneasca de la Urlueni, from Argeș, Muntenia region.
The next dance is also from Muntenia, from south of Muntenia, from the village of Conţeşti.
The name of this dance could be encountered in the Muntenian plain of Danube, especially in Teleorman and Vlașca counties. It is a dance whose movements are very usual for the type of dances in these folklore zones. Crossing steps alternating with promenades in both directions. Hands movements are accompanying continuously the steps. The most interesting feature of this dance is that the dance parts are longer or shorter than the music phrase. But at the end, when part A and part B are finished, the dance is perfectly fitting with the music. The name Cârligul means hook, and it is referring to the crossing steps in the northern parts of Muntenia. For the dance brew, a dance figure is also called the hooks, cârligele, referring to the crossing steps behind the feet.
Now we pass a lot of space crossing the whole South Moldavia, Center Moldavia, and we arrive in very north part of Moldavia, which is Bucovina. From Bucovina also two dances. The first one is
Bătrâneasca.
yes.
Bătrâneasca is a man dance found in the northern part of Moldavia in Bucovina. In its structure, the syncopated steps of the type slow, quick, slow, quick, slow are the most characteristic. Bătrâneasca means the old one, and it refers to the fact that the dance has a long tradition in the village community. Similar dances bearing the same name could be also found in other villages of this area. Concerning the stamping steps, we have to mention that even the walking steps of man dances in this area look like stamping steps because of the kind of boots common in these places. They are very heavy, high up to the knees, shining and stiff. They are like responding to the kind of land with hills covered with forests. The second dance from Bucovina is Mănăstireanca, de la Mănăstirea Humorului. This dance, in a form more or less similar, is very widely spread all over Bucovina, and even in the northern part of Moldavia. Usually it is called roata, which means the wheel, or roata bătută, the stamping wheel. Often we find the same dance under the name of Bătrâneasca, which means a peasant dance. The name Mănăstireanca expresses the fact that the dance is coming from the village where is a monastery, Humor Monastery. The dance is done always in larger or smaller circles with rapid rotations, which, while the hands are in the basket bag or on shoulders. The characteristic of these dances is fast rotation of the circle in both directions. Generally, this kind of dances has three parts. One part when the steps are done in place, the next one when the rotation of the circle is done with simple steps, and the main part when the dancers rotate the circle faster and faster using stamping steps. One may find this dance also as a couple dance.
Now will be a series of three dances from Dobroja.
In Romania, the rhythm 7/16 is spread all over the country. There are two main variants having the form 2 plus 2 plus 3 and 3 plus 2 plus 2. The first variant, with 3 at the end, is to be found in all Moldavia and Bucovina, in dances such as Jocul Zestrei, 3 săltată, and Jocul Caprei, meaning the goat dance. And also in Muntenia, south of Moldavia, and Dobrogea, in dances as Vlăscencuța, Zlata, and Jampara. The variant with 3 at the beginning in Banat for most of men brew dances. In Dobrogea is represented by Gârliceanca and Păpușelele, and in Transylvania by Purtata and syncopated Învârtita. This last variant with 3 at the end is present also in many Aromanian dances, Aromanian corlus. Due to its asymmetrical rhythm, Gârliceanca is a very attractive dance. So, Gârliceanca de la Dăieni, in Dobrogea. One may not consider that dances called bătuta form a special family of dances. In the traditional communities, more challenging dances performed by men, based more on stamping steps, could receive the name bătuta. A bate means to stamp. In Dobrogea, bătuta is also a kind of virtuosity dance by its syncopated rhythm and interesting steps. So, bătuta de la Enisala, from Dobrogea region. all over the country, in each village, one may find a sârba due to its simple steps developed on 3-measured pattern. After 2 quick steps, follow 2 slow ones. Quick, quick, slow, slow. But there are also more complicated forms of sârba in all folklore zones of the country due to the fact that besides the basic steps, those developed on 3 measures, there are added other steps like jumps, clicks, spurs, stamps, etc., which give distinctive personality to such sârbas. This is the case of the dance described here. So, Sârba de la Negru Vodă. Negru Vodă is a village, but I want to mention that Vodă means not upper water, but Vodă in Romanian language is king. So, Sârba de la Negru Vodă in Dobrogea.
Let me see what now. What follows Transylvania. We have from Transylvania a series of 2, 4, 6 dances. We start with the Bihor region, and please tell them the name of the next dance and details.
Bihor is in the northwestern part of Transylvania and is one of the richest in the preservation of customs, traditional music, dance, and costumes. The rhythmic structure of the folklore dance in this area shows very specific aspects. It is like a sequence without end, a chain of syncopation steps similar to a perpetuum mobile. The most common forms are 3 plus 3 plus 2, or 2 plus 3 plus 3, or 3 plus 2 plus 3. In the dance cycle, there are not so many names, but the richest is manifested in the multiple figures and forms of the dances. In the traditional dance gatherings, there are 3 main dances: Poarga, Pe picior, and Mărunțel. Pe picior could be found in some Bihor villages bearing the name of Sălăjan. Sălăjan, the dance which we present now. The next dance is pe picior, din Valea Crișului Repede. This is from Bihor in Transylvania. I told you already about the traditional cycle in the villages from this region, which consists of 3 dances, poarca, pe picior și înmănunțel. In some villages from the Bihor County, the dance poarca could be performed only by girls with special men's steps and figures. In this case, the dance is called țura fetelor. Pe picior could have very challenging dance figures due to the interesting combination of steps, clapping hands and clapping hands on different parts of the legs and feet. There are also variants as this one presented here, having a less complicated form. So, the one comes from the valley of Rapid Criș River. Pe picior din Valea Crișului Repede. Now, a very, very special, could we say, county. I should say more place. It's not because it covers more than one county. It's in Maramureș, the west part of Maramureș, and the east part of Satu Mare. As a very special folkloric zone of Oaș. It's an old traditional culture to be found there. But more details about this dance. So you said about Oaș, which is situated in the northwestern part of Romania, bordering Maramureș. And in this county, let's say, the dances have a more archaic form. The steps are trampled in syncopated rhythms and in a kind of continuity without a break, in which the accents underline the flow of the dance. The man dance has, besides this kind of steps, also spurs and jumps on both feet in a jerky rhythm of the form 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The couple dance is developed also on the same kind of rhythms and steps with short rotations of the couples, followed by complete rotations. There are not many variants of the steps, but by its simplicity and vigor, the dances from Oaș are very impressive and give the image of a very strong, powerful and old culture. So, Roata Feciorilor from Negrești, Oaș and the Transylvania region. The life cycle of traditional customs is specific to various ages and accompanies the entire life of the people. Of course, important events such as christening, wedding, and even death have their own songs, dances, and sayings. Every age category has its own manifestation. At the age to be married, young girls sing and dance about love, about their future. Sometimes their songs express such deep feelings as wishes to break the veil which cover the future, to catch a glimpse of it. Therefore, the girls ask the birds of the forest, who are flying everywhere and also over their village, if they know who will be their destined young man. The song is almost always accompanying by a dance, which is a kind of slow, simple promenade, swaying slightly their bodies. So, now it's a dance which I like. Cântec, which means song, and legănată, meaning swaying.
After a woman dance, I think a man dance could come very well, also from Transylvania, from the superior Mureș Valley. Please tell us some details about Sărita.
Along the superior valley of the Mureș River, the traditional dance repertoire contains dances characteristic of the mountain shepherd villages. Sărita means jumping dance, and this variant presented here has some jumping steps between other kind of steps, like stems, crossing steps, and even claps of hands on heels. Sărita from Hodac village.
If I look on my list here, I realize that I made a very small mistake. I announced from Transylvania 6 dances, but there are in fact 7 because I jump over a dance from Bistrița, which is called Șchioapa.
By its structure, Șchioapa from Șeuț village is a dance belonging to the shepherds' dances repertoire of the villages along the western slope of the East Carpathian Mountains. The word șchiop means limp. So the name of the dance is due to the limping steps encountered in the part C of this dance. Șchioapa from Șeuț village in Bistrița Năsăud. In the northern part of Transylvania, Maramureș County covers most of the area of ethnographic zones: Oaș, Codru, Chioar, Maramureș, and Lăpuș. Each of these zones has its own peculiarity, manifested not only in dance, but also in music and in the traditional costume. The inhabitants of Codru-Chioar zone call the dance presented here codrenesc, when it is danced in couples, and in the same way when it is performed only by men, so men dance. When it is danced in couples, beside other figures specific for couples, such as swings, turnings, and so on, men are doing also some men figures, which include stamping and jumping steps, claps of hands on different parts of the legs, and sometimes large jumps leaning upon their partners. So, Codrenesc from Finteuș village.
Now we follow our presentation by three dances from Banat. The first one is an Ardeleana. And about Ardeleana, Lia will have something to say.
Ardeleana is a couple dance always present in the traditional dance cycle of Banat. The name comes from the fact that the couples are turning, so in principle it looks like the turning dances from Transylvania, also called Ardeal. The peculiarity of this dance consists of the steps in the first part, which include often changes of direction. In the traditional village life, the customs, dances, and music are submitted to the cycle of the life and the cycle of the year. At the age to be married, young girls sing and dance about love, about their future. When young girls enjoy their gatherings on Sundays or on holidays, they are also dancing on these songs. We present here the dance and one of these songs. It is a kind of short, funny story about how many kisses she pays to her sweetheart for some farm tools he made for her. So, Hora de fete.
Next dance comes also from Banat. It is a man dance called Poșohoaica. In fact, this group of dances, of man dances from Banat, are known on a general name of Brâu, which is not the same, in the same category with Brâu from Muntenia. We will give an end to our presentation of Romanian folk dances by two Romanian dances. Both are coming from the Romanian community living in Dobrogea.
Corlu is a dance encountered at almost all the Romanian traditional events and ceremonies, such as weddings, christenings, and Sunday gatherings. One could say it is the most common dance for the Romanians. The variant presented here is practiced in the Romanian villages in the Tulcea district of Dobrogea. So, Corlu nou. Many of our Romanian dances are performed while the dancers are singing themselves the melody. One could say that in their traditional culture, singing has a main place as well as dance. It could often happen that the same Corlu dance receives different forms according to the melody or to the song which accompanies the dance. In such a case is a dance based on Corlu figures, but on a faster movement, which we present here on the song Inima Mărată. Thank you for watching our dance program number 11.
Until the next program, goodbye and all our best wishes.